So what do you make of all this other stuff that's going on? That they might go slow just to get other stuff done?
I mean, it's kind of interesting, Kevin Brady doing this whole tax packaging. It sounds like the last sort of gasp of a party that knows it's almost irrelevant in the House. You know, the Republicans, they're...
But he thinks there's some common ground on some issues like revising the tax code and maybe not providing as much tax benefits to retirement account. That could...
I mean, revising the tax code, I mean, this is never going to happen. And it's fantasy. I mean, I guess the Republicans have to set themselves up as a change party for when the Democrats take over, because they obviously want to get the House back at some point, right? So I guess maybe this is the first step towards doing this. But this is theater. It'll never happen. The other thing is more interesting, like, is Pelosi going slow? And I'll tell you this. This is what I hear from my Democratic sources. There's a dichotomy between the leadership and the rabble-rousers, okay? The rabble-rousers represent the base, the Octavia-Cortez rabble-rouser base, Elizabeth Warren base. You know, she's in the Senate, but you get my drift here. The base wants to just roast Donald Trump and anything associated with Donald Trump. They want hearings. They want to get his tax returns. They want to do all that sort of stuff. That's saying the establishment.
Now the latest ties to Saudi Arabia, right?
Whatever. The establishment, Nancy Pelosi, Jerry Nadler.
I like how you dismiss that, like whatever.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, if they could get a hearing out of it, they would love to do it. The establishment is in the mode is let's not overstep our hand. Now they have to feed red meat to the base because the base is demanding a slow roasting of the president or a fast roasting. They're demanding his tax returns, and that's a big thing you keep hearing. They're demanding certain things.
So they're not giving up on that.
No, and so it's her job to sort of thread that needle, and I think that's what you're seeing. Pelosi's job to thread that needle, and I think that's what you're seeing here.
Well, do you think this comes up with Sarah Sanders? This is the first briefing we've had since
the end of
October.
You know, have you missed her? I haven't.
Really?
I mean, I think she does a good job, but I just
what do you think
don't care.
You think it gets to be nasty? We're covering it live, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Help.
You know, one thing I give her credit for, I think she's a very effective PR woman. She can stonewall with the best of them.
Yeah.
And
by the way,
and unflappable.
No, unflappable. As are you, but so unflappable, you get the President of the United States' attention.
Well, he called me on Thanksgiving night. for once in my life, I had my phone off, and he was having dinner at Mar-a-Lago with his family. A friend of mine was there. My friend of mine was talking with him about something or another. My name came up, and he did try me like three or four times.
Really?
Yeah. I had
How did he have your number?
My buddy gave it to him.
Really?
Yeah, and they dialed it at Mar-a-Lago, and you know, it was interesting. Allegedly, he said.
Did he leave any messages?
He didn't leave a message.
Hi, Charlie, this is the president.
No, but I saw the scrambled number, the 202, and when I talked to my friend next day, he explained the whole thing. Listen, I know Donald Trump for a really long time. I know him maybe as long as anybody around here, and maybe longer. I covered him.
Do you know him 30 years?
Yeah, kind of, 25,
I
30.
know him 30 years.
Okay, well, then you know him a little
Okay,
more.
I'm just saying. It's just weird.
And he was okay. I always got along with him personally.
But what did he want to talk to you about? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting.
I think you exactly know, but you don't want to share it.
Well, I'll give you the conversation. It involved, he retweeted a report I did on your show.
Yeah.
A friend of mine said, I saw you retweeted Charlie's thing on Comcast and American Cable Association demanding an investigation into their monopolistic practices. And then they were discussing that issue, and he asked my friend, he goes, what do you think of Charlie? And my friend says, well, he's very influential in business
you are.
reporting. And he goes, yeah, I like him. And then according to this, I've not confirmed
he really
this.
likes you?
I've known him for a long time. We've always got along.
That's not what I asked, though.
I don't know. I think he thinks, Neil, that I could be better to him.
Yes.
And that's what I heard, that I could be better. But, you know, here's the thing. I'm not a hater. I actually personally like the guy. But I try to call balls and strikes with him, right?
And a lot of journalists, one way or the other, either preaching on the left or preaching on the right. We are all textured souls.
You and I sit here and call balls and strikes. When we see
That's a baseball?
Yes. And we're only in the fifth inning of this baseball game known as the Trump presidency. And I'll just say, I'm not going to stop doing that. And if he wants to yell at me, I mean, I don't think he will, but I mean, that's what I'll tell him. I mean, you know, I'm not a vicious guy. I don't, you know, I do his voice every now and then. Maybe that's the worst thing.
Very good voice.
It's a very good, excellent. Charlie's the best.
But that's pretty wild. Did you know the gap or the space between the phone calls?
They were minutes apart.
Wow.
he kept trying, and then Chris, my friend, emailed me.
Yeah.
And then my phone was off, though. I mean, it was like 9:30. I just came back from Long Island.
Because I tried to reach you a number of times, and you...
Well, it sounds like you. I email you. I hear for 2 months.
Answered it.
It's funny when I email you, I get emails back 2 months later.
Well, because it occurs to me.
Yes. This guy, I kind of know him.
I know him.
By the way, who else gave you something?
Nothing like this.
The hair.
I appreciate it. It's a good look.
And because
Our people made that look possible.
By the way, Ralph was saying that got to go.
Well, Ralph's getting annoyed. He always gets annoyed.
He's mad. I didn't get him one of those.
Grandchild, like having a temper tantrum. And I don't even have a grandchild that I know of.
Yet.
A little more to this.